right, it looks like we are live. Yep. Getting an ad. Oh, well, let me skip it. Okay, let's skip the ad. We are in. I see Rory Shea is already in the chat saying, yo. What? Ooh, something on my desk fell. What is up, Rory Shea? We got Drew hopping in saying Ewan's late. He failed off. I was not late. I did press go live at 8, and then it took a minute. That is my defense. I was on time. Cat's hopping in. Hi, I'm still on the bus as it's snowy here now. Love that. We were supposed to get some of that. And why can't I move? Why is it? Okay, Chrome is frozen. Okay. Well, this is great. What a start. All right, let's just, close that. All right. This is awesome. I love... Yep, application not responding. Force quit. And, yeah, come on, let's force quit Chrome. Cool. Awesome. What a start. We love tech issues. My computer creeps closer and closer to its death every week. And it's funny. I've actually... The window has been closed. So let's resume. Here we go. Is it moving? It is. Let me re-share that. Nope, that's my camera. So let's fix this. I feel like it's usually a little later into the stream that we get the tech issues. But now we're back. Now we are back. All right, look, we can move it. Kat saying, hope you enjoyed Buenos Aires. Thank you, Cats. Yes, it was a good time. It's a great city. It's you've spent too much time in a place where you walk into a random bar while you wait for your food and your phone connects to the Wi-Fi. Granted, I did remember having been to the place before, but it was still like, okay. Korean. So, Korea. Let's run it. There we go. Someday that'll be a Koreatown somewhere in the world. And we will lose. Cat saying you should get this. Yeah, it was pretty easy one. Here we go. Here's some interesting stuff. We got Arabic Coupe Al Atayeb. This feels like Lebanon, I would say. Right? I would go with Lebanon because the coverage is not great. It's very cloudy, like grainy. It's very hilly. Let's keep... we shouldn't go this way. We should stay on the main road here. And keep going. Ooh, where do we go? Okay, random kid. Oh, here we go. We can go down this way. No, wait, that's the way we went. Can we go... Uh-oh. I'm very confident this is Lebanon. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess we have to go this way. The lack of coverage, if anything, is also an indicator that this is Lebanon. Okay, that's all the coverage we have. That is it. It is this stretch of road. It's large hills, Arabic. It's gotta... Here we go. Yep, Lebanese flag right there. Any objections to Lebanon? I think we got that. Drew saying, I'm pretty sure that's co-op, not coupe. I don't know what that... I don't know what you're referring to. Cats is saying, nope, let's do it. Love it. We got Lebanon. Failed to load. Here we go. This is nice. This is Chile. Nope, the cars are going in the wrong direction. Wait. Or is it a one-way? Awesome. Awesome Spanish. Okay. Whew. Why are the cars going the wrong way? They're okay. The right side here. This kind of look like Chilean plates. Anything we could use? Where's the sun? Oop, we're way off here. Iglesia Bautista. I'm pretty sure these are Chilean plates. Yeah, Katz is saying maybe one-way street. It just feels weird to have a one-way street with a median in the middle of it. That's what's throwing me off here. Yeah, and Drew's saying all the cars are going the same way. It's a one-way with a median. That's just weird. It's definitely Chile. I just need to prove that. How do I prove that right now? I just know it. I know it. Pollo. Chilean pollo. Oh, that says Mexico right there. NRT Mexico. Yeah, they all have Mexico in their Instagram handle. Well, except that one. So I could be totally wrong. And these are actually North American plates and not Chilean plates. And whoops. I think this could go either way still. And then we're going to look here. And yeah, Monterey and the Mexican highway sign. So, Mexico. Any objections to that? Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. It happens. All right, let's run Mexico. I think we should be able to hit 100. We should almost certainly be able to hit 100 this stream. We're at 80. Last stream we did like 55. Feeling Bulgarian here. So let's look for some signs with some words on them. What if the ultimate meta is just learning all the languages? What if that's how you win? Like, forget Russian class. I'm going to start taking everything. Okay, stop. So it's EU. Zabranieno, Hodanye, Prugam. Oh, but the stop sign could also... Serbia also does that and is not EU. I feel we're in rural Yugoslavia. My least favorite place. Not Yugoslavia, but rural Yugoslavia. I've made my opinion on it known. Christopher Like asking, how was the trip? Trip was good. Trip was fun. Would have liked to have gone to Bogota on the way back. Made a whoopsie. Did not get to see Bogota. Okay, here we go. Dual script. This is... It could still be Bulgaria, Serbia, North Macedonia. Drew saying, yeah, until the Buenos Aires airport incident. Yeah, so I guess a quick bit of Montenegrin flag. Multiple Montenegrin flags. I think we're good with Montenegro. Exactly, Cats. I just enjoyed Buenos Aires so much that I missed the flight. And Drew is referring to the Buenos Aires airport incident. He decided it would be funny to start a rumor that I pooped myself at the Buenos Aires airport. So, he's going to allude to that like 80 times during the stream. There we go. Yes, I made the mistake of FaceTiming Drew about half an hour ago, which reminded him of the stream, and he decided, how can I be as... what's the word? I can think of the concept of the word, but I can't think of the word. Okay. This is Romanian, right? It looks Latin derived, but then the little thing on the A there makes me think we are yep, there we go. We're in Romania. Where'd it go? Yes, here we go. Romania. Boom. All right. We're flying. Oh, yay, another Chile, Argentina. I love these. I love random desert. Yep, cat saying yes, Romanian. Get a blank wall. I was hoping that would maybe be a sign with stuff on the other side of the sign. No. Oh, here we go, though. Nope. It went away. Looked like there was an orange on there, but it's just blank wall. Amazing. Amazing. Alright. Keep on moving. What else we got out here? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Let's start zooming. Try to... Come on. Come on. Keep moving. This is a nightmare. Come on, keep going. We're not even going anywhere. It's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Here we go. Truck with... That's not what I expected. Why is that plate yellow? Can we maybe see that van? There's that. No, it's forever away from us. Cat saying the bus I'm on is like a half hour late. Is this a local bus or are you going somewhere? This is going to be a confusing round. Man, I am starving. I don't know what it is. That's... Yeah, I don't know what you are. A bunch of sheep. And a nice big steak for lunch. So I'm like, why is there even... Okay, yep. Spanish. Okay, yep. Commuter bus home. Man, half hour late on the bus. Why is it that late? Okay, so yellow plate Spanish normally says Colombia, but this doesn't. This isn't Colombia. I have some peanuts. I'm dying. My stomach is like turning inside out right now. Vilke. Sounds Incan. What's this sign say? Here we go. Something of the Republic. Oh, perfect. Oh, Department of Puno. This is Peru. Any objections? Yeah, here we go. There's the Peru outlines here and here. There we go. Yep, Christopher likes saying Peru. Cat saying I would have been home 10 minutes ago, but I'm still far from home. That's everybody I talk to who lives in New Jersey is always saying like, oh yeah, I was a half hour late for work today. I was an hour late for work today because it's... I love public transit, but that's the frustrating part. It's two different frustrations, right? I don't think either one is better, but there's the frustration of driving and getting stuck. I'm gonna go with... Okay, there's a couple different things happening here. This is dual script, and this is in French, or not dual script, dual language. This is in French. Likely think Belgium, but that's a Dutch plate. Oh wait, this could also be Luxembourg. Ill Tired saying, sorry everyone, my boyfriend dragged me on a cruise, so won't be able to watch but have fun. You poor thing. Getting dragged on a cruise. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ill Tired. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't go too crazy. We will see you next week. Yeah, .lu country code right here. So, Luxembourg. Let's do it. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like it's two different kinds of frustrations. There's the sitting in traffic in a car where you're kind of losing your mind. You're just like, like everybody move. And then there's sitting on like a train that won't go anywhere. or like a bus that won't go anywhere. Like they for whatever reason aren't leaving, and you're just sitting there hoping any minute now, we'll go. Two different frustrations. Both are terrible. So Arabic, English. I feel like this is Oman, but there could be any number of places for now. Drew saying there's a third type. This will be a serious response, I'm sure. Christopher Like saying, I am so pumped for high noon on Friday. World Cup draw. We're going to find out where the greatest soccer football team on the planet, the Selección de Estados Unidos, will be playing. It'll be a good time. It'll be a great time. I'm excited. Falcon Hypermarket. Okay, we're gonna lock in. What are we looking for? There we go. That's the Qatar Bahrain flag that I can't tell which one's which with. Awesome. That's a fair point, Cats. You said, yeah, wouldn't drive in this snowy weather. That's very fair. Would not either. That's because I don't know how. Yeah, does not seem safe. What is it? Sea Line Mini Mart. So the problem with this, and having seen that flag, is genuinely we're gonna have to find something that says the country. This isn't a we know this and this and that and blah blah blah. We're gonna have to find something. Okay, Nabu's saying that should be Qatar. So we did see the Qatari Bahraini flag, but couldn't tell the difference because the color is. I would say, this image getting uploaded to Google Maps and coming through the API onto GeoGuessr, I can't trust that whatever hue shows up is the proper hue. But car has antenna and Bahrain doesn't have street view. Does Bahrain really not have street view? Okay, so hold on, let's do Qatar. Yeah. I feel like I could have sworn we've gotten it before. Yeah, Bahrain has street view. Oh, this is unofficial coverage. Okay. Yeah, Nabu's saying not yet, but there are some inconclusive rumors, though. Gotcha. Alright. 85. And now I have thoughts, but I don't want to say them at risk of my first vibe being entirely off. So let's do some moving. We'll find some language, and make that assessment. I do think that I should just learn every language. I think that's the easiest way to be pro GeoGuessr. There's absolutely no simpler solution to that. Okay, let's look at this card. What do we got here? Okay, this is older. This is Russia. Fully white plate. Soviet-esque car. This has got to be Russia. So let's. Yeah, the wheels on the right side. Cat's saying, I'll be amazed if you learn Tagalog. Fourth most spoken language in the United States. It's helpful. And when I went to the Philippines, I understood some of it because it's so derived from Spanish. Yeah, here we go. This is at least Cyrillic. That says Russia right there. This says Russia. So, what does it say? Projekti. So it's it project. National project Russia. This is Russia. Navu saying this is No, Novo. Oh, does it? It does say it right there. It does right here. See, that's never. Lol. Ocean in the wet. This feels like Oman. Ooh, Christopher likes saying, I think U.S. men's national team will get a favorable draw on Friday based on every mock draw I've seen. How does one do a mock draw? Oh. That's... My brain is doing a lot of things right now. Cool, this is Spain. Let's ignore that. What I first said. Alright, let's run Spain. Drew saying clearly that's Seattle, of course. Yep. Now we're saying Spanish red borders indeed. Okay, Kat's saying I found a website where you can do a mock draw. Of course it's can't see that right there. Would love to get a good view of that first word. But alas. Let me see, is this... I can't tell if it's... I need to always like look to see if it's Thai or can't. That's Thai. Yeah, that's definitely Thai. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Website where you can do a mock draw. Christopher likes saying, yeah, Nabu's saying it's Thai. We all good with Thai? Christopher likes saying the pot's already predetermined. Yep. So there's only 2 European teams per group. Then you have the weak pot F. But the thing is, you could still get Italy coming through in that final pot. That's the killer. See that, and that's what my fear is. Hold up. This is Cambodia. No, sorry, this is Laos. I looked at that and said Cambodia. Is that Laotian? That doesn't look like Laotian. Okay, we have to keep looking. Because that's not Laotian. That's a different alphabet. That's incredibly confusing. That's Thai. And then that's Laotian underneath it. We're in the border. We're on the border. These are Laotian plates. We're in Laos. Yep. These are... We are definitely on the border. Because the capital is on the border. Wow. This round was something. Wow. Is there something here that could... Yeah, another Laotian thing that's not on that one school. Okay. Are we good with Laos? I want to take a quick poll. Just to be sure that we're being democratic. Make sure I'm not going rogue here. But Katz is saying, my friends are doing a tour in Laos now. They're currently staying on a boat with no internet. Love that. It's good to disconnect like that. It's very good to disconnect. I was having that conversation with someone today. And Christopher likes saying Italy hasn't qualified in 2 World Cups. Yeah, the lure of Italy isn't what it used to be. There's no guarantee they win the playoffs. Yeah, but they're still Italy. I don't want to play Italy. I don't have the confidence in us beating Italy. I have no confidence in us, period. I don't. There's not a single team we could go up against where I'd be like, oh yeah, we've got that. No. All right. Unanimous for Laos. We got it. And in the poll. Yeah, exactly. Nabu also driving right. What is that? Is that an I? I can't tell. Oh, wait, so part of the draw is that you can't get 2 European group winners in a pot. That's insane. Ooh, underscore is asking Sweden. Or is it dash? Is it dash or it's a dash? Why is it back to the username? It's I need YouTube to go back to the. Yeah, I definitely like Sweden for that. Now he's saying best group for me: Canada, Austria, Qatar, Curacao. Yeah, that'd be pretty solid. Everyone wants Canada. That's the thing. Everyone wants that Canada group. Okay, it's underscore. YouTube messed with the display names. Gotcha. Yeah, it looks exactly like a dash, but I remember it's underscore before it changed to the usernames. So now I'm like, I gotta love YouTube. But this is feeling very Swedish. Okay, yeah, just 2 European countries can't be in it together, not 2 group winners. Or sorry, okay, wait. 2 yes, okay. Yeah. Now the CONCACAF role. It's definitely it's an interesting way it's set up. Just with the 3, like, thinking about it for the next one, there's technically how many hosts in the next one? 6? How do we 6 countries automatically qualify and go in that first pot? The whole thing's just messed up. I saw someone with a banging shirt on the flight on Sunday. It was an Argentina 78 World Cup shirt, and it had all the countries in kind of a circle. It was so cool. It was such a good shirt. I was like, I have to find that and buy it. But then I remembered that World Cup was when Scotland had a party to send the team away to Argentina, thinking that they were going to win it, and then didn't make it out of the group. And then, was that the year where Argentina, I think Peru paid the refs off in a game? And then Videla, yes, it was, because it was 78, so it would have been Videla. It was either Videla or someone in his administration went into the Peruvian locker room in a must-win game and had agreed on this with the Peruvian leader, because they were all in Operation Condor, so they'd all been trained in Panama by the U.S. It was like the School of the Americas or something. That's where we trained all the South American dictators of that era. So they were both part of Operation Condor, like us, funding fascism in South America. And Videla was like, let me threaten your players. Like, we're going to threaten their families. Just like, no one really has ever said exactly what was said, but from what I've read, it's implied that it was like their families were threatened. So Peru lost the game intentionally, obviously. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't wear the shirt from that World Cup. But Swedish flag, total change of pace. Are we good with Sweden? Oh, wow. Nabu's saying that 78 championship was also legendary for Austria because it was the first time we'd beaten Germany post-World War II. That's crazy. Huh. Underscore making a very good point. That World Cup was the very last time there had ever been corruption in international football. It was a very good point. Yeah, when you put it in perspective. I think of the... Oh, okay, this is... Well, that's Italian. It probably isn't San Marino, but look, let's just look. You know, that's a very good point. The main thing for me, though, is the Scotland not making it out of the group stage. And also, I'm just a sucker for Argentine history, so that, like, stands out to me. Oop. Yep, Cat's saying careful with this. Stop, 150 meters. Bicycle. Pofi. Yeah, I don't know what sound C makes in Italian. Arnara. If we look at... That's an Italian plate. Yeah, IT. Trucks move. Nab is saying, don't know if San Marino has this kind of coverage. That's an Italian plate. I just want to see a few more Italian plates, because I'm sure people are driving across the border. I'm sure it's a very fluid border. Well, not fluid border, but you know what I mean. Yeah, okay, this is Italy. Yeah, Nabu's saying the road sign did look slightly more Italian. Let's run it. Yeah, underscore saying it looks bad enough to be southern Italy. And we don't see Monte Titano, the huge pointy mountain. And Cat saying, what are the names of the places again? I don't think those are places in San Marino. I don't remember, but it wasn't San Marino. So we're good. We are chilling. We've got Fergal here. And this is Portuguese. And probably not Portugal. Could be. Except these look like Mercosur plates. Yes, these are all Mercosur plates. So this is Brazil. Yep, underscore saying it's Brazil. Fully agree. Oh, it said Manaus on the sign. Amazing. Awesome. Oh. Christopher like saying, I've seen a potential U.S. draw with Colombia, Ivory Coast, and Denmark. That's not good. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Not this view, though. This view is fantastic. This has got to be Norway, right? Just wow. Yep, it's Norway. That's the Norwegian commercial plate. It's green, and then we've got all the European plates in the parking lot around it. So, Norway. Yeah, Cat saying Bergen. Let's do it. Underscore saying the last UEFA qualifiers won't know until March. It is kind of crazy. Yeah, Christopher like saying you can do draw sim. I'll check it out. Not tonight, but I will remember to check it out. What's this gonna say over here? BP gas. Yeah, here's your port. Da Capella. Oh no, this is gonna be Portuguese. Yeah, this is Portuguese. Let's look at these plates, and the cars are gone. Let's look over here. Camara Municipal. Need a plate. There we go. European plate. Yep, that's Portuguese. European plate, European plate. This is Portugal. Anyone object? Cat saying, finally getting off this bus. It's not comfy sitting on this hard chair for an hour and a half. That's crazy. That is a crazy amount of time to be on the commuter bus. Awesome. Portugal. Now we are... This feels... Yes, Eastern Bloc. It says center right there. So we'll head toward the center. What else does it say here? Inventro. And then medical center, Prima Med is what it says. Looking at the plates, any clues here? I would say probably Russian from the looks of these. I don't see any markings on them. that have the Ukrainian flag. They're obviously not European plates. It's moving on its own. It's doing random stuff. Okay, I need the sensitivity to drop it down a second. What's going on here? Yeah, .ru. This is Russia. You know what's weird to me? Say you want to type that in. Oh wait, no, that's all that works actually. That's so weird that it's Russia, which is single script. It's the Cyrillic alphabet. But if you want to visit this website, you need to have the Latin alphabet on your phone. You may not know what these mean. You probably learn it at some point maybe, but also there's no way everybody can speak that. Like I don't know, it's just weird. I'm rambling. Oh, Vladivostok. Nice. What's going on here? Underscore saying it's now possible to have non-ASCII domains. I do not actually know what ASCII means. Or what it is. What is ASCII? Nabu's saying, I'll take my simulated group all day. Canada, Austria, Tunisia, New Zealand. That's insane. This could be Poland. Yeah, it's Poland. This is Poland. Anyone object to Poland? Tuzo. It was really funny. The yeah, Nabu's saying South Poland. Oh, with the dot or the OW ending. I've seen that graphic where they divide Poland with the different name endings. It's super interesting. It's here. Poland name endings map. Yeah, this is it. Doesn't it get more detailed than this? Yeah, this is this. So that one was OW. Yep, south of Poland. Isn't that crazy? It's almost as if, well, you know. Next round. Underscore saying ASCII is an early way to encode text characters in computing. Okay. It only includes most basic Latin characters, no diacritics or funky stuff. Okay. That's interesting. I didn't know, like, it's just genuinely not until that moment, it wasn't something I ever thought about, you know, websites written in the Cyrillic alphabet. I didn't know it was genuinely not a thing until recently, I guess. Okay, the A stands for American, obviously. Christopher likes saying, I'll take USA, Uzbekistan, MAR, Morocco, Ukraine. Yeah, that's a solid group. That's a very solid group. La Tienda. Oh, La Tienda. Okay, that's Italian. It always gets you. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's like you think you're reading Spanish and then you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. And then it's like, boom, Italian. It gets you. This is not, whoa, this is not San Marino. This is cool, but it's not San Marino. So, northern Italy, most likely. Yeah, Italian flag. Italian flag. Yeah, this is, any objections? Boom. Nabu's saying, oh wow, before the language I thought of Bosnia. I kind of see what you were thinking there. Yeah. I like the thought. Here we go. Okay. Left-hand drive, kind of saw that coming. Division of Police Headquarters, Kasangati Police Station. Okay. So it's not Nigeria, not Ghana. It doesn't look like it's South Africa. I would say Kampala. I was going to say Uganda. I didn't say it quick enough. Yep, Madfoot saying, is it Uganda, lads? Kampala, move on. Car mirrors. Gotcha. So, let me see. Okay. I see the car mirrors. Kampala. Let's run it. Love that. 97. We're killing it. This is Peru or Bolivia. But which one? We'll find out. How's the CONMEBOL qualifying going? Who's even in? I've not paid attention to that. I know Brazil was close to not qualifying. Or at least like last year. What'd Uganda do about it? That's funny. Underscore. Peruvian flag. This kind of looks like Puno. Wait a minute. It doesn't matter. It's Peru. Yeah, it's Puno. Oh, no, it's Juliaca. Either way, they're right there. I recognized it from being there. I'm going to give myself the credit there. Okay, Bolivia's in the Intercontinental Playoff. So exciting. I'm so excited for those. It's just so... Like, it's... I've got a thing to say about that in a second. Okay. It's Zlatitsa on top. Zlatica on the bottom. So dual script. Zlatitsa. What's that say? Zdaitsa. Oh, yeah, same thing. Okay. Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, Uruguay. Gotcha. Okay. And Bolivia in the Intercontinentals. Now we're asking, do we have a car antenna on the back? No, we do not. Let's actually look at this bus stop real quick. No. Is that helpful? No. Okay. Keep on moving. What was I saying? Capo. That's an EU plate. You can see the stars. So, part of me wants to say probably not Serbia, because you wouldn't display an EU plate in Serbia, but trucks move, and like you might just be briefly driving through Serbia. I don't know. But now we're saying then Serbia or North Macedonia. Let's check this out. Oh. Paradisu. Oh. RS. Serbia. Now we're saying with how flat it is, I'd say northern Serbia, but not 100%. No, I think you got it. You got it. Let's run it. Madfoot saying, is that a North Macedonian fly on the camera? See, the thing is, that's not even an outrageous statement. Oh, nope. My bad. Almost did that. Done that before. Alright, 99. Let's get this. Let's get 100. What was I going to say? I had something that I was going to say, and I've completely forgotten it. I don't remember at all. Oh, Cinco, this is Spanish. What is 5 in Portuguese? I cannot remember. It's like dois, três. What's 5? Let's look over here. Porto. Yep, that's Portuguese. Awesome. Anyone object to Portugal? European plates, Portuguese, Portugal. Yep, cats agree in Portugal. Let's do it. Ooh, Christopher Lexing, USA, Austria, RSA. Who's RSA? What am I? I'm gonna I'll know I'm an idiot when someone says what RSA is. And Italy. No, we don't want Italy. I don't want to play Italy. No. Oh, South Africa. RSA. Okay. I'm used to us calling it ZA. Oh, Australia, not Austria. AUS, I was like, Austria, clearly. Wow, what a great moment for me there. Gotcha. Austria's AUT. Right. Okay. Didn't realize there were official 3-letter abbreviation, like official codes. More you know. Area, park gear, left-hand drive, figures. This is probably Malaysia. Oh yeah, 100. Go team. We love it. Flying through. That kind of looks like the Indonesian flag up there. As I say, Malaysia. Oh, okay, there's a 3-letter ISO standard for country codes. Look at this. Look at how much I'm learning today. Ooh. And a 2-letter one as well. There's a 2-letter one? How does it operate for countries with limited recognition? Is there a Kosovo, a South Ossetia? Like, how does that... That's also the Indonesian flag right there. And I don't think that's a coincidence at all, that it's just happens to be those colors. I think that's genuinely meant to be the Indonesian flag. Okay, Nabu saying soccer on the top left where the standings are, there are always 3 letters. I just didn't realize they were like a codified across the board 3 letters. I figured each station was just like, yeah, whatever these letters work. Okay, they have them as well. Who assigns them? And then does assigning them imply recognition? Okay, there's even caveats for subdivisions like Scotland. This is very interesting. Okay, and then FIFA has their own standard 3-letter codes. Wow. This is something. I'm learning so much right now. What's this say? Nothing helpful. And Nabu's saying, and there are letter abbreviations for dependent territories. This is what is the purpose of having these? What are they used for other than soccer score lines? This has gotta be Indonesia with the little Indonesian flags we've seen. But I'm not like 100% sure. Okay, just for standardization in general. Okay, Olympics too. Huh. Yeah, so like New Caledonia. And get... Whoop. No, not helpful. There we go. Indonesian flags, even more there. Let's do it. Anyone object? Okay. Now that makes sense. International trade, computer stuff, databases. That makes sense. Because it felt like standardization for standardization's sake. That is a practical use that makes sense now. Alright. Let's go. Okay, the top level domain is almost always the 2-letter ISO country code. Okay. This is cool. I'm glad I know this now. This is feeling Brazil. Where's the sun at? Sun's kind of to the west. Almost southwest even. Let's keep on moving. What's this truck up to? Luft Agro. Nothing super helpful. Yeah, now it's saying instant Mato Grosso vibes. It's like it's just one of those spawns where you're like, aha. Clearly, where did that sign go? So we're gonna get to this sign, and yep, Portuguese. We're clearly not in Portugal. Portuguese. We good? Yeah, never saying also Brazilian black sign backs. Perfect. Let's kill it. Christopher likes saying FIFA identifiers. There are differences between the IOC and FIFA. Examples include Antigua and Barbuda. Okay, so FIFA it's ATG, International Olympic Committee it's ANT, and then Bahrain for FIFA is BHR, and BRN for IOC. That's interesting. It's, Just never think about that kind of stuff. Well, yes, you do. It's that kind of stuff that you get into a weird rabbit hole on. I was explaining this to somebody today. I was talking to an Australian, and I asked them their favorite AFL team. And he told me, and he's like, I don't think an American's ever asked me that, or even knows what AFL is. Like, why did you even think to ask me that? I was like, I don't know. You ever get into like a deep dive on Wikipedia and you just end up on the most random stuff? Oh, okay. There we go. Nabu saying Alberta Bollards, Cat saying home. Awesome. I was not looking. I just saw green and was like, I'm going to click until something else pops up. Are we good on Canada? Need some water. Going once, going twice. Alberta. Yeah, middle of nowhere, Alberta. 103. Christopher likes saying my favorite AFL team, Carlton Blues. I assume they're a Melbourne team. Just given statistically they probably are, and because that's where you were. Are they the ones? I feel like I know. They're the... No, I'm thinking of someone else. Gajabad. Yeah, this is India. Oop. Where'd the sign go? Come on. Yeah, Vaishali Metro Station. Yeah, Nabu Singh, UP, Uttar Pradesh. Yeah. Are we good with India? Really the most populated subdivision in the world. That's crazy. Not the densest, though. Right? That's, yeah, here we go. Indian flags. This is interesting. I wouldn't expect this to be, well, yeah, the most populated subdivision in the world. Let's look at this. Hold on. So, India, Uttar Pradesh, state in India. Oh, Delhi's in it. That would make sense. Yeah, that tracks now. Huh. What a place. I just assumed that it was maybe else. I don't know why I would assume that. But I don't know, my brain is shutting down. It's 8:55 on a Tuesday. My brain's just going beep boop. You know how hard Russian class was yesterday? After I got into JFK yesterday at 5:30 in the morning. And just powered through the day. And then went to Russian class. And I told my classmates, I was like, yeah, guess what happened to me? I missed my flight and had to get back to New York at 5:30 in the morning today and just went about my normal Monday. And now I'm here. And I'm in Russian class and I'm like I did well. I did actually had an above average day at Russian class. I was boom, boom, boom. I was killing it. On like it was literally like reserve battery. Oh geez. 180 to 200 million, you think? That's insane. And Toro saying, yeah, brain shutting down. Oh no, for real. The brain is. And there's the first yawn. Welcome in, Toro. Good to have you in the chat. Nabu's saying Austria, Slovenia, the Austria-Slovakia bollard, but a brick house at the start, some more Slovakia. Okay. There's no language difference. It looks almost the same as my state in Austria. Oh, okay. That's awesome. It's a beautiful state. I love this. It's okay. Nabu's saying Slovenia. I don't know what has tipped you off to it. Was there a words? Okay, there's words. Love it. All right. Yeah. Not Slovak. Oh, okay, not Slovakia. I assumed given. I guess they both touched. Yeah, big brain moment. When I make my mental map of Europe, do you ever, like the mental map you make? You're like, oh, well, this is here and this is there. But if you were actually to draw it out, you would get it right. And you're like, yes, obviously this is such. It's yeah. Yeah. Underscore saying you should be using a SVK for Slovakia, SMH. I gotta learn the 3-letter codes now. I have an observation, but I don't want to share it because I fear it might not. Let me look at these plates. This feels post-Soviet. Just with how wide the street is and kind of the design of the buildings. It's a European plate. Let's look. But, oh, yep, North Macedonian flag. That was very simple. Yeah, that says Republic of Macedonia right there. Easy. Nabu asking if there's an antenna at the back. No. Maybe that's an embassy? We can keep going. Oh, what's this say? Come on. Trying to get close. Grad. That's all I can read. This also says Macedonia. Yeah. Nabu's saying no, North Macedonia is good. The flagpoles with no flags. We love that. Oh, okay. Macedonia and Serbia have don't have the antenna. Awesome. Let's run it. It was funny. I was sitting at a cafe in Argentina a couple days ago, and this is Chile. Is that an Argentine plate? No. These are Chilean plates, I'm pretty sure. But was sitting at a cafe that, never mind, that says stop. That's Greek. But Cyprus is here now, so we can't just see Greek and be done. Though, does Cyprus have mountains? Come on. Yes, it does. Okay, Nabu's saying Greece indeed. Just low cam, or am I kind of losing it? I feel like I'm losing it. Okay, Cyprus just has small cam. Okay. I'm happy to take the chance here if others are. Coffee, but I was sitting in a cafe in Argentina. Also, by the way, when I missed the flight, I didn't even, because I'm not really supposed to be walking around that much. And the friends that were there were no longer there. They had left the previous night. So I was like, okay. Ugh. Yeah, Toro's saying you're in good hands with Nabu. Alright, let's do it. So I was like, I'm not really supposed to be walking around. There's nobody for me to hang out with. So I wake up from missing the flight, and I'm just like, I'm going to go get breakfast. I thought about going to get a massage, and then I was like, nope, can't be bothered. And just went to the airport 8 hours early. Because I was like, I can't be walking around. I'm not supposed to be walking around. There's nothing to do other than eat right now. Like, I've seen the tourist spots. So I literally sat in Buenos Aires Ezeiza Airport for hours. Just chilling. But I got a good bit of editing done. So I couldn't access the YouTube. Oh wait, what language was that? Go back. Oh yeah, driving side is right, so we're all good. Love that. Okay. Nava del Barco. Could be Spanish. Could be 2 other languages. Maybe more, depending on what you consider a language. Could be like 5. Just keep looking. Oh, that's helpful. Well, none of the other contenders would fly that, so pretty confident this is España. Yup. Christopher likes saying España. Nabu's saying red sign border. Let's do it. What is it? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. YouTube wouldn't let me access the creator music section because I was out of the country. So Senegal is kind of done to the point where all I have left to do is add music, record voiceovers, add some little clips of animation, because there's stuff that happened that I wasn't filming because the stuff happened unexpectedly. So there's them do little animation bits like I've done with some past videos. So that's all gonna take a bit, but the structure is all done, and I like 90%, because I was like, there's nothing more I can really do with this right now. I just moved on to the next video, so the video after it's 90% done. Because that one's very simple. There's no like weird things that happened off camera that need to be explained. It's just very straightforward, and I think it's going to be a blast. It's the Central Asia special, which is probably going to be broken into who knows how many parts, and that's kind of what I was working on. I was like, where do I break this up? So that's fun. That was a blast, honestly, watching that footage. That was a ton of fun. So this is Baltic. Underscore saying Lithuania. Toro saying Senegal vid should be hype. Senegal vid is gonna be something. I mentioned to you all when I first started editing it on the plane to Australia, I was just laughing. Alright. All on Lithuania here. Cat saying, yep, Lithuania, wonder where WDig is. It's a Tuesday. We don't usually get good attendance on Tuesdays because it's not the normal day we do this. So, WDig's probably off enjoying life, Okay, IAI is a Lithuanian ending. That's good to know. Ooh, these are interesting buildings. Very interesting. I kind of want to say, because, you know what? Metza TN. TN. What is... Okay, yeah, Nabu's saying same maybe. I wasn't sure if it was recency bias, but I was going to say Estonia, but that's not right. Because it's, in Estonia the word is... No. Names end with T. That's not what streets are. Huh. Yeah, Cat saying, yep, hope he's enjoying life. Want to tell him something when he's back. Ooh, exciting. Some Eurovision stuff, I assume. Okay. Got Sarmat. Okay. Nabu saying could be Latvia as well. Underscore saying not Lat. Christopher like saying I think it's Estonia. While we debate, I need more. My stomach is just all of a sudden imploded again. It's crazy because I had a massive steak lunch. It was awesome. Okay, people are saying Estonia. Nice. My initial vibe was right. I didn't have to hide my thoughts. Let's do it. I spilled some peanuts. You call him and he shall appear. W Dig has joined us, calling in from bar trivia because I had a vision I was needed. That's so funny. All right, that's wow. That's crazy. All right, Estonia. Woo! Literally Baltic summon W Dig. That's crazy. W Dig, was that actually a coincidence? Like how did you do that? Nabu's saying, what is a Lithuanian gray brick building doing in Estonia? Buildings move. That's the thing. It's like how you can't trust riding on a truck or a car. Buildings move. Right, there was a cow back there. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. I did not plan to eat, but I'm dying. Mrs. India. Too many different scripts. But it's Southern India, because this almost looks like Tamil, but it's not. And then I don't know what this one is. Oh, Nabu's saying Sri Lanka. Is this Tamil? Did I just say that Tamil doesn't look like Tamil? But yeah, Nabu's saying Sri Lanka. Underscore saying it's one of them classic teleporting Baltic post-Soviet buildings. Basic knowledge. Cat saying might be Sri Lanka. Okay. It is Tamil and Sinhalese. See, this is what I was saying. I need to learn every language. That way I don't look at Tamil and say that's not Tamil. Big brain moment. Nobody clip that. I'm deleting that part from the stream. Alright. How do we feel about Sri Lanka? W Dig saying we'll be back. Good luck, team, and keep the streak going. Thank you, W Dig. We will. Oh yes, and good luck. Blah, blah, blah. Good luck with bar trivia, of course. Hopefully the fun prize. Yeah, Nabu's saying I don't know every language. I just know the differences. Yeah, it's. See. Where I struggle is some of the Eastern European languages. Those ones I can't tell the difference. Generally. Okay, so you're saying that Czech and Slovak have 2 or 3 different letters. That is something that I need to look into. Alright, we good with Sri Lanka though? Love it. So, okay. Differences in Czech and Nope. Wrong monkey. Blah, blah, blah. I want it very basic. I want very, very TLDR. Here we go. So that L, that R, and that O are used in Slovak but not Czech. And Czech includes these. Okay. I'll forget that. European plate. Kind of hilly. Finland, Bulgarian, or North Macedonian here. Let's keep looking. Consum. So, wait, is there a price on here? Man, I cannot see the. Is that a crescent moon there? Can't see the currency. This is helpful though. We're seeing nothing in Cyrillic. Yeah, underscore saying must get it right with the R. The check R next time. Now we're making a good point that Bosnia is possible here. That is a very good point. So you're gonna have to learn Bosnia. I remember when Kazakhstan first came out. I was terrified because I didn't know if it would count. Because we started our streak before it came out. As a banca. We started our streak before it came out, and we were unsure if that meant we wouldn't get it in our streak. That was when we got to 500. We were unsure if we wouldn't get it in our streak because we started before that, or if it would, like, BA, I'm assuming, is Bosnia. Is this Sarajevo? Yeah, Katz is saying... Oh. Yeah, this is probably Bosnia. That's, yeah. Kat's saying that might be the hotel we stayed at there. That's crazy. Yeah, Nabu's saying high rises, so if Bosnia, for sure Sarajevo. Yeah, let's do Bosnia. Yeah, Nabu's saying problem is that Bosnian, Croatian, and Serbian are almost the same. That's the thing. I was asking some Serbians about that because they were reminiscing about Yugoslavia. Because my buddy asked them about, like, what's your opinion on Tito, and they got into this whole thing. And I was saying to them, I was like, how did people communicate back during Yugoslavia? And they were like, honestly, all the languages are so similar. It's just kind of whatever. I was like, okay, that's interesting. New lorry loading. This is Thai. Okay, Cat's saying yes, that's where we stayed. That high rise is a hotel. That's cool. Add that to the list of places we've gotten on here that people have been to. Yeah, Nabu's saying Gen 4, so Thai. And yeah, Cat saying yes, Sarajevo. Srebrenica, I can never say that, was the site of the massacre in Bosnia. Yeah, that was when I saw that was when I was like, okay, this is Bosnia. Alright. Let's do it. Boom. What do we have here? Italian. Okay. This does not look like San Marino. The name escaped me. Okay. Underscore has broken it down. Srebrenica. It still is just too weird. Well, not weird. Too different. It's too like the Srebre. That's like my English. I don't know. My English brain doesn't comprehend. Oh, this is 100% Italy. Anyone object to that? Srebrenica. I still feel like I'm saying it wrong. It just doesn't sound right coming out. Srebrenica. There's a Tekken Live. Alright, let's run Italy. Amazing. 114. We are now Sri Lanka again. It looks like the language that I said wasn't Tamil. It definitely is here. Right, Lanka, Ashok, Leyland. Odds that these are, yeah, okay. Nab is saying yes. Yeah, got it here on the road. Anybody object to Sri Lanka? Yeah, Kat's saying you should visit Bosnia. It's probably my most favorite country in the Balkans. So, I do really want to. And it's something that I've always wanted to see. So, check this out. Sarajevo Olympics ruins. Like, this just looks wild to me. Like that. That is so complicated words always escape me at this hour. It's almost haunting. It's not the word I want to go for, but it's almost haunting. Look at that. That's crazy. Look at that. That's the luge. That's just always wanted to see that. Maybe Bosnia on the next Balkans trip. Was looking at where my next trip. I've thrown around so many different things in the last couple of weeks, but my foot is at the point where I'm just in constant pain. It's not even like, oh, I shouldn't walk. That I'm constantly in pain now. I moved my surgery up a week today. I called them. I was like, any chance someone has canceled? I'm dying. Yeah, that's fun. But Christopher likes saying you should visit. Wait, no, that's reading the wrong thing. Christopher likes saying, did you hear the ice hockey arena in Italy may not be ready for the Olympics and they have no plan B in place? That's insane. When is it? Is it 2026? When was the last Olympics? 2024, yeah, Paris, so that's, oh, yikes. Yeah, that's not good. I guess, yeah, I was going to ask what the plan B is, but there's no plan B. Oh, it's in February? I thought it'd be late in the year. Oh, that's not good. They're going to have to play it in Austria or something. Oh, man, Nabu's going to be there. Nabu's going to go to an ice hockey game. Oh, man. Yeah, Nabu's saying Bosnia has so much great food. Can't sing Sarajevo. It's so beautiful and historical, too. Yeah, I've heard great things. Nabu's saying, fun fact, the 84 Olympics are to this date the worst Winter Olympics for Austria ever. Just one bronze medal. That's pretty bad for Austria, yeah. Yikes. Nah. Say Cat saying, yeah, I agree with Nabu. There was a Seva PC restaurant in downtown Sarajevo where we ate, and it's so good. You guys know me. I'm not a food guy. Food is just energy. Food is how I consume the calories that I need to live, and it is food. Food is food. You know. It just, you gotta eat it. Sometimes it tastes good. Decent. Ooh, now I'm saying Ecuador. I like that. I'm honestly on the fence, and that I can't tell what language that is. Let's see. Yeah, Nabusing can go to any 7P restaurant and it'll be good. And Cat saying, hope you have your foot surgery soon. Thank you. January. Can't come soon enough. I'm dying. Chevapchichi, thank you, _. Oh, wow. Christopher likes saying this is the one with the NHL players for the first time since 2018. I didn't know they were doing that. And Cat saying I'm attending a couple events in the Milan Olympics. One of them is the ice hockey arena, but it's not ice hockey. But if they still don't have the ice hockey arena, I assume your event won't be happening either. What are the dates in February? I hope it doesn't interfere with the Stadium Series. Tampa v. Boston. But Nabu's saying Austria has no good ice hockey arenas. The closest to Cortina will be Munich. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Nabu saying we have no Colombian cross and no Peruvian black and white poles, just on Ecuadorian bollard. Okay. Down to go with that. Any objections? Okay, they could use the arena in Turin, which was used in the 2006 Olympics. Turin's not too far. Okay, so they'll just play the hockey in the pool. Okay, so it's, I'm seeing 8th to 22nd and 6th to 22nd. Oh, hold up. There we go. There's some Spanish. It felt a little Southeast Asia to me. I wanted to see some Spanish. Oh yeah, 1 hour from Milan by train is not bad at all. I remember going from Copacabana to the... It was like the kayak... It was the... Oh, what was it called? It was the... Basically like the kayak obstacle course in 2017. That took like an hour and a half to get from Copacabana to the venue. It was so far. Same with the swimming. It was forever away. Oh, Navi's saying, oh, hold up, where's the sun? Didn't matter anyway. And Ecuador's on the equator, so could have been north or south and still been Ecuador. Okay, underscore saying 6th of February is correct, my bad. Okay. Okay, cool. That's good. That's after the Stadium Series. I don't want us to lose our best players. Well, I guess Russia's probably not in the Olympics, are they? The people I don't want to lose are well, and the Swede, but yeah. Now we're saying Luxor, Germany at first sight. This is German over here. It looks, yeah, Friedrich. Let's look at this. Yeah. Oh, keep looking. Okay. Luxembourg is the umlaut on the Z on the E. Is that a Luxembourgish thing? The umlaut on there? Okay, Russia's there with the neutral athlete loophole. Okay. So, oh yep, and there's the Luxembourg plate. That's pleasant. All right, let's run it. Cat saying, when I was in Turin in 2022, someone wanted me to do a day trip to Lugano, Lake Como. Left my hotel at 5:45 a.m. and came back 10:45. You have to pass through Milan to get a train to Lugano. Okay, yeah. That's it. So wait, 10:45 a.m. Is it actually that quick? Oh, 10:45 p.m. There, that's right there. I'm an idiot. Still though, day trip. That's not bad. Okay. Quiznos. Up Nanartimi. These are some words for sure. These are some words. Okay, now we're saying German only has them on A, O, and U. Very interesting. Stop sign English. Underscore is asking Turkey. It wouldn't be Turkey because the stop sign says stop instead of der. Nabu's suggesting Iceland. I could definitely get behind Iceland here. Katz is saying I'm liking Turkey. I was thinking Turkey with the language, but it just... Yeah, this is Iceland. 100%. Yeah. Underscore saying definitely Iceland. Kat's saying wait, stop. Yes, yeah, stop. Christopher likes saying not Turkey. Yep. We are good. Iceland. Awesome. Love it. 118. Okay. National Route 22. Kilometer. So... Route 22. If it's in Chile, it's up here. 5, 31. Okay, Ruta Nacional is Argentina, apparently. Wonderful. Did not know that. Now we're saying Kopenvoger near the airport. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot Cats was in Iceland 2 weeks ago. You're beautiful but expensive, yeah. It's a pricey country. Oh, what we got? Italian plates. Italian plates. Vietato l'ingresso. Italian language. I mean, gotta be Italy, right? It's not San Marino. This is just not. Clearly. Any objections to Italy? Big yawn. Nabu's got to go. It's 3:30 out in Austria. Wishing us the best, though. Wish you the best as well, Nabu. Have a good night's sleep. And we'll see you next time. Yeah, this is the Italian state national seal. That's what you always see. I've seen. I don't know if this is something you all have seen this, but like I've seen every time I go to JFK, I see 1 million Italian passports, and they all have that on it. So, Italy. Yeah, Cat Sing Remember Switzerland has Italian parts too, but this is Italy. Christopher Likes asking, do you ever wonder how many Italian cities and buildings are abandoned? Is it that many? Is that a thing? This looks like Kazakhstan. Never mind. And there's a palm tree. I said this looks like Kazakhstan. What an amazing observation. That almost looks like the Basque flag. That's Spanish. That's the Colo Colo logo. This is probably Chile. I've said that a couple times, but it's the Colo Colo logo. That is a Chilean football club. So, you know, probably Chile. Yeah, WDig saying we're so back now. Soccer meta rules, exactly. WDig, how did bar trivia go? Did you win anything? Yeah, something Universitario de Chile. This is Chile. Any objections to Chile? Gotta love Colo Colo graffiti. Incredibly helpful. Yo, W Dig brought home the bag. Congrats. What's the prize? Alright, let's do Chile. Love it. Well, Pan La Paz, Durango. I would go with Mexico here. Just with it being Mexico. Okay. It's a free app next time you go. It isn't much, but it's honest work, yeah. Yeah, that's a free app isn't bad. You know, it's less money that you, because you fill up on the appetizers, you get a smaller entree, you know. Yeah, literal Mexican flag. This is Mexico. Any objections? And there we go, like clockwork. Arturo has joined in to post the flag of the second most wanted opponent from pot 1. Mexico. Yes, in Estado Durango. Yeah. W Dig shouting out the local Irish pub. We got some Europe here. European plate. I can't see that plate. What's this gonna say? Sweden, most likely. Can we get a confirmation from some of our ow, a choke. Exactly, second most wanted opponent versus Canada. I'll admit that. As funny as it would be to be Mexico. Yeah, this is Sweden. This is so Sweden. Look at these signs. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Look at that. This is Sweden. Anybody object? Pretty sure these are also Swedish signs. Yep. Yep. Everyone seems to be in agreement there. Love it. Okay, I was going to say this looks Soviet again, but I saw smart and was like, huh? Christopher likes saying, seems everyone wants Mexico in the World Cup, probably because the Mexicans are really struggling lately. Yeah, the last 5 years, it's been rough to be a Mexico supporter. I'd maybe put them on par with Canada as the draw everyone wants from the first pot. It's, it must suck to be a Mexico supporter. Reading this. Why does that say street? Kaliadin. Yeah, that means nothing to me. Magazine, that means shop. Oh, this is the Kazakhstan truck. That would have been so much easier if I'd done a full zoom or a full pan. This is the Kazakhstan truck, and I think that's a Kazakh plate. Yep, Cat Sing, Central Asia. Our other person here who's been to Central Asia. That says Almaty right there. Yeah, that says address. The G probably means Gajie. Where? Or, I don't know. I'm guessing at that point. But this is Almaty. So, anyone object to Kazakhstan? Ooh. Cat's getting offered live tickets. Or lives tickets? What's lives? I assume it's a Eurovision thing. But. Oh, right, of course, underscore, it's not smart, it's smart. My bad. Alright. Kazakh. Love it. Underrated city. I'll say that. Cats, would you agree with that? I remember going to Almaty and just being very pleasantly surprised. I had no idea what to expect. Yeah. Cats is saying I missed that city. I want to go back. I think you actually wrote that before I even said that. Yeah, I love Almaty. Great city. Ooh. W Dick saying that's amazing. Congrats. You're going right. And Cat saying yes, but it's 790 euros. That's definitely not light on the bank account. Ooh. Yeah, W Dick saying insane. Estacionamiento prohibido. Okay. Okay. Hold up. This is northern Spain? Yeah, European plate. And I think I can see the E. It's got to be northern Spain. Yeah, Ketson, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised too. It's modern and we got brought to a gay bar with a drag show at 2 a.m. That's Almaty. It's such a surprising place. It's not somewhere you would expect to be able to go to a gay bar with a drag show at 2 a.m. And then you do. And you're like, whoa. Yeah, that was... everything closed late. I remember we were out late the one night we got in Almaty. It was surprisingly late. We didn't know what times things closed at, but... so now this is in Portuguese. Atenção. So it's probably Galicia. WDig saying can't judge because I splurged for World Cup tickets. Yeah, World Cup tickets though. I mean, like both of those. Like, I don't know what the lives are, but Eurovision is like a big thing. There are expenses that are worth it. But Cat saying enjoy the World Cup. Got an email last week. I wasn't chosen to purchase the tickets. You gotta still be able to get them though, right? There's definitely like scalpers, third parties. Yeah, WDig saying Portugal or Galicia. Cat saying Albany is fun nightlife. It definitely does. I think it was the only place we went on that trip that had fun nightlife. Tashkent kind of did. But it was... I'm trying to remember. Where did we even go in Tashkent? I really can't remember. That's gonna bug me. Oh, yeah. Everywhere was weird. Everywhere was really weird in Tashkent. Yeah, exactly, WDig. There will definitely be resell and other ways to buy. Let's go back. Hold up. What does this say? That feels more Portuguese than Spanish. But I definitely think this is Galicia. Ewannnawe. I thought that was maybe a flag. Because I remember... So Almaty a good nightlife. European Union... This is Portuguese. That's Portuguese. I'm starting to think this might be Portugal. Oh yeah, the Tashkent Metro was really cool. That's a good one, Cats. But like, Bishkek, we didn't go out because I think I wasn't feeling well one night, and then the other night we had an early morning or something. And then... Casa Princesa, but see, like it's so annoying how close the languages are. I can't figure this out. So frustrating. The Cat's saying, might not go as I might spend too much with traveling next year again. Gonna continue eating instant noodles and cheap meals. Yeah, it's the sacrifices we gotta make. I'm excited to, with having surgery and getting knocked out of action for a bit, I won't have the option to have to spend a random $1,000 after missing a flight next year. So that'll be like... And that was the second time it happened this year. So that's time that will not be spent missing flights and paying for new ones. So I think I've taken a big brain idea. Who knows how expensive the surgery is going to be. Yeah, WDig saying signs kind of look Portuguese. That's not Portuguese. That is not. That's I hate this. Christopher likes us in Portugal. We'll do a poll. I'll just call it Portugal. Question mark. Portugal. Start poll. Yeah, WTX saying we're coming to NYC for the watch parties. Yeah, still it's a pretty far trip. New York City's probably just as expensive. The flights, you're probably saving like $200. And Kat saying, did you go to Samarkand too, right? The places there are huge and beautiful. Yeah, Samarkand was fantastic. It felt it sounds so dumb. It's and this is probably just like the lens that I have. Growing up in Florida, the friend I went with is a friend from high school, so we both grew up in Florida, and we'd go to places, and I'd be like, "This feels like this theme park." And it was just, he was literally getting annoyed. He's like, "Shut up! Not everywhere's Busch Gardens." Yes, Drew's saying flights are even more expensive when you miss the first one. Ha ha ha. All right, I'm ending the poll. We seem to be at a consensus with Portugal. Why is it being weird? Bukhara too. Bukhara just felt like an amusement park. It was very odd. Like, it was nice, but it felt fake. Did you go there, Cats? Portugal, nice. Go team. Oh, okay. Christopher likes saying, yeah, Luasa Mountains. Those are in Portugal. I didn't see anything that said Luasa Mountains. My bad. This is United States or Canada. Let's just look for a speed limit sign. Okay, never went to Bukhara. Maybe next time. I honestly would not recommend it. We did not enjoy Bukhara. The highlight of Bukhara for us was finding this fake lake. There was a speed limit sign. This fake lake, and just kind of sitting there with our beers. That's miles per hour. This is the United States. Does anyone object? And talking about how much we didn't like Bukhara. It was just too weird. I don't know how to. It just felt like a theme park. It literally felt like the Jurassic Park exhibit. Not the Jurassic. What am I thinking of? It might be the Jurassic Park exhibit at Universal. That's what it felt like. It was just weird. It was fake. It was like there were a couple genuine historical buildings, and then the rest of it felt like it was built 10 years ago. Awesome. United States. W Dig asking good luck with it. How long we'd be out for? I don't know. I really don't know. Doctor said in a boot for 2 weeks. Or they said about 2 weeks until the pain goes away. And then supposed to, be reasonable with it for until I get mobility back. So I have no idea. ChatGPT says 3 to 6 months. Spanish. This is the Pampas. Like, this is Argentina. Argentine plate. Yep, Argentine plate. It's that easy. Anyone object? Yeah. Cat saying it. The ones in Samarkand are real and from ancient times, though some have been restored. Yeah, exactly. You can't expect, especially the way war was waged back then, stuff gets very destroyed or broken. Samarkand felt very, very much authentic. Bukhara just felt like, here, guess, nice. Bukhara. It was, I have to go on Street View. Let's see if they have it. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, Drew's saying you spent a lot of time in Argentina. You would know. Yeah, that's exactly that's how I know. Come on. Yes, Drew. More time than intended, even. Drew eats it up when I do stupid stuff. I called him from the airport just to chat because I was bored, and he's like, "This is very bad, blah blah blah." I was like, "This is par for the course, and you know it's par for the course. This is nothing out of the ordinary. You should expect this to have happened." And he's like, "Blah, blah, 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 this is not good." Like, this just looks fake. This looks like this. This looks like it's out of Universal Studios. Like, look at the architect. It's not real. It's annoying. Like, you come down this street. This was one of the streets that was just like that. That's not an ancient building. It's just meant to, like, the buildings in Uzbekistan don't actually look like that. That's just catering to tourists. This is them building it. This is them. No, this is what an actual street looks like. Yeah, so when was this taken? May 21. Because I remember this was like a whole shopping. Come on. Why is it not working? Stop being weird. I hate Google Maps. Oh, yeah, and Drew's saying it being par for the course isn't helping your case. Let me live my life. I get to make my mistakes, and Drew just judges me for them. So like right here. Yeah, Cat saying, why are they showing pics of Samarkand when you Google Bukhara? I mean, they looked the same, but Samarkand felt like a more authentic version. Where am I trying to find right now? I guess, let's go here. Nope, this is real Uzbekistan. Where's the fake stuff? Stuff like this where it's like look, the AC is popping out, but they've designed it like this to make it look cool and touristy. Like you get it? Is this making sense? Like, look at that. It's just like look at this. The outdoor seating, the next to this thing. I really hope this is making sense. It just... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wait, there's a maze. How do we get through here? This place. 100%. Like, let's just look at that. That wasn't there 20 years ago. It's all just... Yeah, exactly, cats. It doesn't look authentic. Like, look at the little stalls. It looks like a theme park. Look at it's a theme park. This isn't a public square. It's for tourists. It was genuinely, it was just a theme park. And we were like, this is insane. This is like big Epcot. Not big Epcot. Like if one country in Epcot was the size of 2 countries. That's what I mean. It was a very small, like confined area of Bukhara. Don't go. The tourist websites that tell you to go there were paid. The government of Uzbekistan is bankrolling them. It's like, go to Bukhara, don't. There's even the nice... Look at this. Now I'm on a rant. Is it... Just even the very nice restaurant that we went to felt fake. Yeah, it's this place. I showed you all this before we went. It just felt plastic. See photos. Why is it not working? Alright, I'm gonna give up. W Dick saying, why does it look like Morocco at Epcot? That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, nail on the head. Land a nail on the head. It's exactly what it is. Christopher likes saying there's some villages in Tunisia that were used for Star Wars. Surreal seeing the buildings. Max Roving, the YouTube biker, went through there. That's really cool. I would love to see that. Sammy Marco saying, oh, it's Tuesday. Welcome in, Sammy Marco. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, exactly. Go to Samarkand instead. Tashkent, totally worth a visit. 100% worth a visit. Very interesting city. It's a city kind of in a transformation. It's a city on the cusp of so many different worlds. It's a very interesting place to go. But we are now somewhere else. I seriously, the Bukhara rant. I'm gonna have to text my friend that I went there with and say, hey, yo, start watching the stream from today with like 15 minutes left. You'll agree with everything I said. This is an interesting landscape that I can't quite pin down. Cat saying, haha, Bukhara. That's funny. W Dick saying valid tangent. Thank you. I did need the validation there. I'm glad that from that, the street view photos do not do it justice. I am glad that those still conveyed the concept to you. And I'm going to look on my phone and see what pictures I have. I don't think I took that many pictures of the obviously tourist stuff. But I'll see what I have and I'll send them in the Discord and be like, this is what I mean. Just furthering my point. Christopher likes saying this looks so Asian. See, I could see this being on 3 different continents. If I'm so real. And I personally would put Asia last. But I don't know. I can hear plates in the kitchen. I'm gonna go crazy with the carrots that I have in the fridge after this. Absolutely crazy. Here we go. This tells me. Now I'm thinking South America. I'm thinking Colombia, actually. I'm really feeling Colombia. Let's, I guarantee we find some Spanish at the very least. What does that say? Can't tell. Just keep on moving. Try to find something. We'll see a car with a yellow plate. Something that'll tell us. The country I did not visit. Sadly. R.I.P. Let's see. Yep. Spanish. Restaurante Trevo. 2 kilometers. But, yeah, okay. Christopher likes saying Colombia would not shock me. Our Colombia expert. Let's keep it. It just feels so Colombian. Or what I know of Colombia. So we never really get much Colombia movement because we usually just see a yellow plate and then we're done. So I feel like we don't really get to see much Colombia ever. W. Dick saying pour one out for the Bogota vid. Such a shame. Just looking forward to that. President Berna something. Was there President Berna in Colombia? Yellow plate? Can't tell. Oh! Portuguese jump scare. It's Brazil. Cat saying you'll visit Colombia someday. It's not far of a flight from NYC. It's understandable to do a weekend trip there from where you live. Yeah, 100%. 100%. My concern is that, like, I feel like doing a Colombia weekend trip as a white dude is sometimes, like, people kind of raise an eyebrow at that. So that's not that's obviously not the reason I haven't done that yet. I haven't done it yet because it was expensive to do it from Tampa. But now that I'm in New York, I do need to do it. I need a map of, like, direct JFK routes, and I'm going to make it my mission to just do all of them. Everywhere JFK flies directly, I'm going to go. That's my new mission. I was getting cocky the other day for some reason, and I was like, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, the concept of money has just dissipated. And I was like, I'm going to use airline points to go to Rome next weekend because I want to have this sandwich that I like. Horrible idea. I then 2 minutes later went to go to the bathroom and limped there from the table I was at in the cafe. I was like, maybe I shouldn't go to Italy. Yeah, you shouldn't go to Italy. Your foot hurts. It's a stupid use of money. Yeah. Christopher, like, flights to Colombia are relatively cheap. Use the Atlanta option. I don't need to use the Atlanta option. I got the JFK option. I got America's airport. What letter is that? Cat's saying there's a direct JFK to Tashkent, right? So while I don't know the answer to that exactly, I know that Uzbekistan Airways flies out of JFK. So I'm going to assume yes. I'm going to assume that. Yeah, don't tempt me. I don't need to go back to Uzbekistan anytime soon. I'll go to Poland, seems interesting. Ivory Coast. A friend of mine, the guy I went to Serbia with, we agreed we'd do Ivory Coast for a weekend next year. Yo, Sammy Marco's going to NYC right after Christmas. Welcome to the big city, Sammy Marco. Christopher likes saying Sammy and you need to do a meetup. Yeah, W. Dick saying don't tempt him with a cheap flight. Sammy Marco, when you going to New York? Because I'm not gonna be here. I'm going to Tampa for like 2 weeks. I'm skedaddling. Because I don't have to walk everywhere in Tampa. I can just get in the car and just not be trapped inside. Malo, those eyes aren't Russian. Zemovlayi Reklamu. Roz something Krivi. Yeah, I don't know what's on that board. Yeah, I have no idea what these flags are either, W-Dig. Cat's saying, I really want to go to NYC someday. You can't be the world traveler that you are and have not been to New York City. The biggest city in the neighboring country to you. Okay, W-Dig saying I can read Dnipropetrovsk. Yeah, that's this. OBL, Oblast. Crazy how it's just like Ojag. Weird. Sammy Marco. Okay, Kryvyi Rih. Okay, Kryvyi Rih is in Ukraine. This should be Ukraine. Let's look at the plates. Sammy Marco saying Ewan can finally read Cyrillic. I've been able to read Cyrillic since like July. What's going on over here? But yeah, it's too far away. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know. What's that? Yeah, Sammy Marcos said, I'm going to New York most likely the 26th through 28th. Friend whose family lives in Manhattan, and I can stay with them. That's awesome. Do you know roughly where? That's the Ukrainian character, isn't it? Do you know roughly where in Manhattan? Because that's going to be awesome. I will not be here, unfortunately. But I hope you have a ton of fun. Yeah, as you said, W-Dig, the eye looks Ukrainian. Sammy Marcos saying, I thought walking everywhere was a perk of NYC. It's a great perk. I love that about this city. But I need foot surgery. So I can't. That's a bad thing for me. Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, Cat's saying maybe I'll go there during the World Cup final weekend, but only for viewing. That'd be fun. Yeah, tailgate. Yeah, Cat's saying Ukraine. Mykolaiv. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Boom. Love it. Got Pete Z. You wasn't Mykolaiv bombed. But probably pretty bad. Cat saying, should do bar trivia if you're there, W-Dig. I love the Cats W-Dig meetup. I'll try to... Oh, look at that. I did not see the time. Thank you for calling that out, Cats. Thank you. I have stuff to do before I go to sleep, and I completely would have not checked the time. West side of Manhattan. That's all you know. Okay. There's some good stuff over there before we head off. West side's pretty nice. Upper West side's nice. Hell's Kitchen's really cool. You got, like, West Village is amazing. People really like the West Village. I've honestly been there once. But I say amazing because that's what people have told me. And Chelsea's okay. Chelsea's cool. I just wouldn't live there. Very mid-towny. But with that, thank you all for tuning in. Good stream. We made it to 129. We're absolutely killing it. We are, I mean, by the new year, where could we be? 7? I think that's a good target. We'll probably, get a really inflated one, lose a decent one, and then we'll be like at 7 for the new year. I think that's where we'll be. But with that, everybody have a wonderful week, and I will see you back here in only 5 days, this Sunday, for the next installment of the stream.